Hello, everybody. Average Gamer here. Welcome back to another episode of Franchise Hockey Manager 4 as VHK VSetin Check League. All right, so I want to check my email here real quick to see what's going on here. Coach on new players. Okay, we're good to go there. They made a transfer, and it looks like they made an offer. There's only a 2-star player, though. 1-year deal, $17,000. That's a lot of money for someone who's only a 2-star player. I might not have the right information on them. But anyways, so we are sitting at 5th right now, so we are currently in a playoff spot. So we do want to play our next game here. AI lines, clear AI, continue. We want to sim the game because we just want to get through the game as fast as we can. And it looks like I think we lost 4-3. Oh, we lost 3-0. Ouch. Well, could be worse. So remember, this is not the best of leagues, and I'm not doing the best the GM job. We still have another year after this. To be 100% honest, yeah. I mean, this isn't my league of choice, but this is the team that hired me, so I will do my best. We got 4 points up on the team behind us, which is basically a win, and that's it. We're how many games in? 35 games in out of a what? 51 game league? 52 game league. So we don't have that much actually left over schedule. Yeah, we've got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, we got 17 games left. I also could have just done 52 minus 35, but yeah, that actually would have been easier. So we actually might finish this season today. If that's the case, if it's before the hour, we'll probably cut it off there. If it's an extra 10 minutes, 5 minutes, we'll do that, no problem. And that would be a good time to put a commercial in. Franchise Hockey Manager 4, brought to you by Bauer. Bauer, they make kick-ass hockey stuff. No relation to Johnny. Nope. And I got an email, but a transfer that's not... Oh, it's WSM League of that. Okay, because I wanted notifications for that league. One of the things I did want to mention, Norway. If Get Legion needs a manager, we're going to there. If Saxoprint needs a manager, we're going to go there. Hopefully we can get to our Bordeaux Boxers if we could. Or if I could, Bordeaux is 4th. Get to the Get Legion. And see how our Sparta Spotsburg Warriors are doing. They're doing okay. They got one 4-year player. The plan would be to go to the Get Legion get to the Get League. The reason why is because I know I can sign players for 4, 5, 6, 7 seasons. And that way we can actually get players that are, good for us to, over time, make better. Well, yeah, let's play our next game here. Clear lines, AI lines, continue. Sim, continue. And we won 2-0. Yay! So remember, I'm not expecting much from this team in this league. I'm expecting, we'll make the playoffs. But other than that, we're in a not so popular league. I took a look recently at how big the VHK VSetin arena is, and I think it fits a couple hundred people. Yeah, it's WSM League again. Wait, is that our league? Well, that is our league. Oh, poop. So it looks like some other teams are getting better by getting players from other leagues. If I'm not mistaken, financial wise, we don't have that ability. No, we got 200 grand. But I don't think... I mean, where I would want to go is Get Legion. Look at the teams that are doing the best. So for look at the Dragons, of course. They would not want to transfer offer. Oh yeah, we couldn't get a transfer offer if we wanted to. Yeah, we're in a pretty pretty bad spot. I mean, the fact that I don't like the fact that we can't sign players more than 2 years does have its drawbacks. I mean, technically, we only have one really good player on our team right now. We could have 3 theoretically next year, a goalie and 2 defensemen. If we look at our depth, we've got another left winger and a goalie that could be good long term. And why aren't you going away? Go away. There we go. And then we got 3 other guys here that are over time should be getting better. They're all checks too, except for this guy. But I mean, I think I'm. Let me look here. I think I'm only on a 3-year deal or a 4-year deal. Manager options. Yeah, here we go. Canadian break mode. Do not disturb. Okay. Play mode. Commissioner. Yeah, I can't add commissioner mode. Oh, I can. Oh. Did it? Okay, that's my news. Okay. For a second there, I thought I was doing the the commissioner mode there. Does it say how long I'm on contract for? News, team data. Oh, I don't remember this button. Market size, average. Loyal. We have a parent team? That's good to know. No warning. 0 for the season. Really? On our confidence? Here we go. So we're contracted until 2019. I got lost in the menus there for a minute. All right, let's continue on to our next game. We're never going to do that disturb thing. Never going to really turn that on, so I think the game really needs some sort of graphics engine along the lines of simulating just generic goals, like kind of like how Soccer Manager has their thing. I think that would really make this game a lot more entertaining to play. Some sort of interaction with your management team and all that stuff a little bit more if you're playing as the GM and the coach. They've already got the whole like number picking thing and players being mad if the wrong numbers are good, or the wrong numbers are, the player doesn't like the number, it kind of affects the player. I would like some sort of more interaction with the players. Like I said, one of the things I really would like is that 3D engine for Franchise Hockey Manager 5 if it ever happens. The actual graphic engine, not the game. I know the game's happening because they're working on it, but some sort of mode in it where you can watch your game, you can play the game like you can now, but then when there's a goal scored, you have the option of going to a third party, not a third party, but like a little 3D rendered video that has just a generic video cutscene of a goal, just the players just generically scoring a goal. And basically the way it'll decide how the goal, which it'll basically have like, say, I don't know, 10 or 15 3D rendered videos of just the goal being scored. And that kind of, and your team winning. And then all it has to do, right, is render the models in 3D and then throw the colors on the player, or even have the players just 2 different colors. Just generic would be too bad. Because I think it's the other hockey game there where the players actually skate around the ice is really cool. Hey, we won 4-2, and we have an email though. Who got hurt? Pavel Serbic. Are we short defensemen? 3, 6. We have 7 defensemen. Why do we have so many defensemen? Well, I don't have to worry about calling anybody up or anything like that then. But yeah, I wouldn't mind that because that would I 100% admit I would actually play the game a lot more if that was in there, and I would probably record the actual games. Right now, it's one of those things where Xbox controller needs a new charging pad. Right now, it's one of those things where it's like I like the game, it's fun. Yeah, it's just our guy that got hurt, but it's like it feels right now very two-dimensional right now. To pardon the the obvious pun there. Clear lines, AI lines. No, I know it obviously takes a lot of time and resources and all that stuff to actually put that in there. So I'm not, crossing my fingers and saying it has to be in there or I'll never play the game. I mean, I'll probably play 5, no problem. I like Franchise Hockey Manager. It's a very good game. Who's out? Okay, we're good there. That wasn't one of our players. I'm happy about that. So right now, where we're sitting, we're still sitting 5th. We're still sitting pretty, but we're a fair amount above 6th, so I'm pretty sure we're going to make the playoffs. We're only 4 points behind 4th for a home place. We played Trail before, and we lost to them twice. Oh, no, we beat them twice. Sorry. We beat them twice. So this will get us 3 points. So this could get us within a point of Cladro, who we also play on the 24th. This could be interesting, actually. If we went on a little bit of a win streak here, we could get home ice advantage. At least we know 60 points is, I want to say, playoff worthy. Because I know once we get to 60 points, we're pretty much going to make the playoffs. So. And we're in a good spot. Keyword there is good spot and playoffs. Because right now we're at 64. So if we're at 60 points, yeah. So 55 right now is playoff worthy. So 60 points would put us mid-pack. And we won 2-0. Perfect. So that theoretically would put us within 1 point of the team above us. Unless they won, then we're still 4 points apart. I think it was Calandro, and they won 4-1. So they're still 4 points above us. What's going on here? Great night for so-and-so, yeah. Yeah, no big deal there. Okay, I gotta look at Get here. Do you have any Czech players on your team? No. Do you have any Czech players on your team? We're looking for Czech players only at this point. Nope. The Tigers. No Czech players. Actually, if I go to depth, yeah, no Czech players. Bajo. Sparta, come on, do me good, do me good. Depth. Arg. Malgarud. No checks. Kind of wish you could like sort the league and the player in the league, like players in the league. Valriga. No checks there. Depth. No checks. Oh no, I just checked Valriga. Sturgeon. There's a check right there. They want 130 grand for him. I'll give 130 grand for him. Calandro, do you guys have Whoa. Oh, that's WSM League. That's the wrong league altogether. Like, wow, these guys got a lot of checks on their team. So that was starting. Let's look at the Oilers real quick. Depth. Yeah, no checks as well. And last but not least, the Dragons. No checks there. Yeah, no checks. Let's go home. Let's see what happens. We'll see if they agree to that offer or not. Because I'm pretty sure that guy's way better than any player we have. So if I can get him, he's only getting paid 20 grand a year. That's another guy we can add to our depth for one season. Because we're making the playoffs, we might as well try to make an actual. Oh crap! Well, there goes my my Xbox charger. And one of the batteries that just like I have no idea where that battery went. Oh, it's underneath my my actual desk. I've got a corner desk that has everything on there, and I just totally just obliterated it. let's put the desk back together now, and let's put the. Like, times like this, I wish I could show you guys just just the mess I just made on my desk. It's pretty bad, actually. There we go, and there we go. There we go. Okay, agree to transfer the deal. Oh, that wasn't us. Okay. For a second there, I thought that was us, and I would be like, what? Because then we would get the option of agreeing, disagree. Well, still no email. Well, we're gonna play our next game. So wow, yeah, look at that! Look at that. We're playing against Sloven. It's Caden. It's these guys. Yep. So we're playing the 11th place team. We've played them 3 times, and we've won 1 and lost 2. Our goalie is in a bit of a hot streak, which is good, but so is theirs. So let's see how it happens. Boom. 7-1. Look at that. No duty. Where is... oh, hey. Caden lost. I think that brings us... Oh, here we go. Formula accepted Super Bowl. It doesn't say we're going to finalize. We're going to offer it. Wow, really? 10 grand only? 14,000. I will meet your demand, and I will ask for your response. Submit offer. Boom. Delete all. And I'm pretty sure we're going to be good to go with that guy. Did he sign with us, though? You know that moment where you just forgot totally what you just did there? VSetin. It's because the day hasn't gone by yet. Yeah. He still hasn't signed with us. Once he signs with us, then we'll get him. So right now we think he's a 2-star player. The moment he gets on our team, I think he's going to go to like a 3 at least. And this right here is where he'll sign with us. Usually it's one day they say meh, or day 1 you apply them. They say we'll take a look. Day 2 they go we'll see, and then day 3 they usually accept. And he hasn't accepted yet. Good to know. Yeah, it hasn't said we got him yet. So we're gonna play one more game without him. Playing up against Energy Karlov. We're playing up against the 2nd place team. So Calandro won. So we're within 4 points. So hopefully Calandro loses here. But we will see how that goes. And we lost in overtime. So we get a point and they get 1 point as well. So we each get a point? Yeah, we each get a point. They get 2 points, we get 1. So we get 1 for the overtime loss. They get 2 for the overtime win. And then if a team wins in regular, they win 3. Yeah, so they got, oh, they lost 2. Oh. Yeah. Here we go. So I wish there was more interaction like this. No one has that number, so yeah, I'll assign it. So I wish there was more interaction like this, because as the GM, right, I should have interactions with the scouting staff. Speaking of which, yeah, they're all going more for 1 more week. I should have more interactions with all these people, and I should have the ability to, positively or negatively impact their play. Let's look at our roster real quick. Oh, there he is. No. There he is. So no, he was only a 2-star player. Poop. I paid 130 grand for a player that's not good. Darn it. But I'm only paying 14,000. So if you actually look, he's actually the least played. No, he is actually the least played. No, these two are. We got this guy for 3 years at 10 grand. And then these two guys are 10 grand. Now, we got a lot of guys actually at the lowest. I think 10 grand is the lowest you can go. But you know what? Being in our first league, one of the main things we want to do here is just basically level up. But at the same time, the better we do, the more points we get to level up, right? Then it'll come to the point where we're like a god. And then NHL teams will be tripping over themselves to get their information. They're here as our scouting reports. Maxim Afinogenov. Oh, yeah, you looked at the KHL. That's why. Were these guys added to my short list? No, none of them were. All right, that's good to know. Looking for Czechs. Swede, American, Canadian, Russian. Is it Nigel Dawes? Really? Linus Omark is playing in Sweden in the KHL. Really? He would ask for way too much money. Nigel Dawes, obviously Ilya Kovalchuk, but Nigel Dawes, Pavel Datsuk, obviously. You're looking at all stuff from the KHL. These are guys that I won't be able to really do much with. Maxim Afinogenov, Rene Bork, all these guys are guys that are going to ask me for way too much money. Why did I send you to the KHL? Okay, what I want you to do, Central Europe, free agents, rights available, and let's go with only impending free agents. Yeah, 8 weeks is fine. Actually, you know what? Report back after 6 weeks or 6. Yeah, let's go 10 weeks and report at the end of the assignment. Automatically add everyone to the short list. I want you to go Central Europe. Only pending free agents. Every position. Boom. You do Nordic Europe. Do impending free agents. Add to short list. Go for 10 weeks and report at the end of your assignment, please. Later on, when you get enough of these guys, like say we had 4 or 5 scouts, I'd just have one constantly do central, one do free agents, just constantly and reporting back every 8 weeks. Having someone do Central Europe and reporting back every 8 weeks, just constantly doing the same area all the time would be just a lot easier. 10 more games and we're good to go for the end of the season. Or, yeah, 11 more games. Yeah, 10 more. No, 11. Yeah, 11. We're at 41. I learned math good. Now let that Romer maybe, halfway through? And we're going to play our next game against Kalando. So we have to win this game. And we lost this game. And what happened? Who did we lose? We also lost Michael Hanzus. Wait, is that the Michael Hanzus? Like Michael Hanzus? Like the Michael Hanzus? No, it can't be because it only goes back to it would give him, if it was the actual NHL player, probably give us more information. You are hurt. We have an extra winger anyway, so I'm just going to throw you over for now. That'll bring in that Slava guy. So one of the reasons why I wanted him was for depth. And then, wait, Caden's playing again? We just played them. So they played back-to-back games, and they won again. So not only did they get 3 points up, I think they're going to be 6 points up now. HC Innsbruck. So that's the Richard Greenwood, Jakob Polzar, and boo. What is this? Normally a leader of the SA. Yuri Berger's rumored to express a desire for the team's head coach to demand more from other players. See, this is what I like, but I would prefer it to be more of a like have it also acting on my end as well, right? I'd be able to react to this myself. So Berger's morale has declined. That's good. What I would like is some sort of like email chain that I can do as a GM as well, so that this just doesn't randomly pop up. Mitty. Some Liga. See, the problem here is that we don't have many how can I put this? What's the word I'm thinking of? We don't have the international play, the room for international players, so we're kind of stuck. But you know what? It's only the second season, so I'm pretty sure we have one more season, and then we're done for this league. And like I've said many times, I don't really like this league because we can't sign players long term. So we will probably leave this league and look for something a little bit better. And hey, we won 4-1. Perfect. Who got hurt? Oh, no, just saying so-and-so had a really good night. Alex Rosner. You got 3 assists in the first period. 4 assists. So he got 4 assists in that game. Holy smokes. So he assisted on every single goal. What is Rasner? We got him locked up for 2 years, so we're good. I'm actually impressed with someone actually getting 4 assists. Then I realized the only goal he didn't assist on was the other team's goal. I was like, but there were 5 goals scored. Wait, nope. I thought he scored the 5th goal himself. I'm like, wait, I don't recognize the name of anybody here. Transfer agreement sending to Kalando in exchange for $106,000. A lot of these teams are starting to bulk up for the playoffs, it looks like. Blake. And we won 4-1 or 4-3, and we did it in regular time, so we got 3 points. And yeah, wait, Kalandro jumped Bojicevic 7. So we're now 4 points behind says Czech Motors. What I'm going to call it. Except we're playing against HC Prague, which is a really good team. Big game for Martins, whatever. Part of ways. SC and General Manager Yomar Sindel part of ways. Club announced that's the team we're playing against right now, isn't it? Oh, this is the league champion. Okay. Well, we're going to be playing. Oh, I don't like that. Caden, the team that just is actually just above us. And then they signed someone called Pavel Gross. So they signed some 49-year-old. So the team that's above us here. Oh, the team that's below us. Oh no, wait, no, it's this team right here. Oh, I thought they're kind of fighting for third and fourth right now. But these two teams here, we only have a few more games left. They just fired their GM. But it looks like they were also the previous championship. Is that right? The previous champion? History. Yeah, they were the previous champion. It was HK whatever. Have we ever won a championship? Yeah, right there. We won something in the first Czech Republic Hockey League. And we haven't won a single thing since. So we'll see. And I think there is there is regulations on here. So one team gets regulated. You get regulated to the Hockey Liga České Republiky. Republiky? Wait, who is that? Oh, right here. Well, there is a lot of teams on this league. There's what, 21, 22, 26, 27. There is 27 teams on this league. Holy crap. I mean, I know if we got bumped down to this league, we would probably destroy. So, I mean, coming in last wouldn't be a bad thing. Because I think we got regulated. We've only been in this league for a year or two, so the fact that we're actually this high up is already pretty good. So today's the transfer deadline. We're not transferring any players. We're fine. Yeah, because I think if we look at our... Is there not a player history? Yeah, well, history itself. So we were in the Czech League as of 2 years ago. So we got in control of the team here, I think. So we'd only been in the league for 1 year prior to me actually getting in here. So not actually that bad. I think we're pretty good. I mean, we're already in a playoff spot next year. Top 2, top 3. We have, what, 3, 6, 8 games left? Hey, 4-2 win. Look at that. So, like a lot of these European leagues, pretty much once you get into a certain situation, you're laughing. And I think in this league it's 60 points. Once you get to 60 points, you'll make the playoffs. Now, mind you, one of the things I am going to look at when we end the season is 8th place. We're going to look at 8th place and see who finished 8th and how much they finished for. That's our players, how good they're getting, how bad they're getting. They're all in WSM except for this guy right here. He's 38 though, so we could care less about him. Everyone that's anyone below the age of 20, as long as they're getting better. Stamina +1, positioning, good to go there. Perfect. So we're gonna get a lot of stuff here. You did a transfer. You did a transfer last minute. You're not even English. What is it? So you did a transfer, another transfer, another transfer, another transfer, and another transfer. Oh, Player of the Month awards. Hey, our goalie was named Goalie of the Month. Look at that. Yeah, Goalie of the Month. Which also means in a day or two we should be getting our email from our owner for the month, telling us how well we did over the month, and telling us just how happy or unhappy he is. He's been really unhappy as of recently. So, but here we go. February 2nd, second day of every month. Doesn't matter what day it is, weekend or weekday, we get that email. He'll tell us if he's happy or unhappy. Marmovic thinks that the season has been disappointing so far. The performance of your team needs to improve significantly. In the last few, team plays very well and would be great to maintain this excellent performance. The record of last month is 7-3-1. We've had worse and he's fine. Despite the bad performance of the senior general manager, is very happy with your work as general manager of VHK VSetin, and he is sure that your team will, you will lead the team to a successful future. Of course, because where did our team finish last year? VHK VSetin. Yep. Were we not even? I'm only up all the way and down all the way, and I'm not seeing the name of our team anywhere. What 2014, 2015? Yeah, we're not there either. And that's this year. There we are there. So if I go to last year, yeah, we're not in the league last year. If I change the league and went to that, yeah, there we are right there. So last year was our first year in this league. Holy smokes. Okay, so that's something. So this is our first this is our first year. So they only sent me for a 2-year deal. Okay. This is our first season, right? I'm going to go on YouTube after this and look. So this is our first year in this. Okay. So it's our first year in this league, and I've got us in 5th. And we got regulated up at the end of last year into this league. Like, come on. Like, you should be happy we're not bottom 5, bottom 6. But then again, if we won, I guess you could say we won the championship, or at least got regulated up in the last season. Because if I look, right, let's go standings. Oh, and I can't change years. Okay, never mind. History. Yeah, see? Like, this is the weird part. It says we were in WSM Liga here and here, but it says we had 0 attendance for those 2 years. So we weren't even playing in this league. I don't understand why. But if we click 2014, 2015, there's nobody there. Click 2017, 2018, which is this season. There we are right there. We're second last. Only because it's alphabetized, but, or ish. But, if then I switch the league to you, see, we're not in it for 2017, 2018, but when I go to 2016, 2017, there we are right there. Then if I go 2015, 16, there we are again. So, and then 14, 15, there we are again. Yeah. So this is our first full year in this league. And we're 5th. So, for gosh sakes, owner, like, relax, okay? Relax. So you guys should do better. Well, guess what? It's our first year in the league. And we're going to make the playoffs. So I just double-clicked continue. Did we lose the last one or did we win the last one? We lost 3-1. Boom. Yeah, we played against the Arizona Residents. Or whatever they're called. But on the bright side, I think we're pretty much in a playoff spot, so. You had a great game. Hey! You've been. Michael Jesus has been declared completely good to go. Okay. Active roster, you go, sir. 6 more games left. And we have not beat this team at all. So 8th place is currently 60 points. So it looks like you need above 60 points to make the playoffs. So I was wrong. It's probably going to be 70 to make the playoffs, I'm thinking. And then they probably still have that really weird round robin tournament. We'll find out. Yeah, that round robin tournament would be really weird to see how that turns out. If this league has it like it did in France. Wish they could move that continue button. We lost 5-2. But I think 70 points is good to make the playoffs, so I think we're okay. But 3-point wins, right? That's the problem. 3-point wins could put us in a really bad spot. And we lost someone. Who did we lose? Nope. That wasn't us. Haha! So we're still in 5th. 8th is at 63. So yeah, I'm thinking 70 points now would probably be what you need to make the playoffs in this league. What is edit? No way I can change the colors of my team. So it's an arena capacity. Okay, I can't change it. Can't change that. Can't change that. Interesting. Interesting. I'm not going to change any of that, but things you learn as you play. I think this will just take us to our next game here, unless something else happens. Two, three, four. Or what, game 48? I think we're at game 48. Game 48. Is it game 48? I'm waiting for this to load here. Yeah, game 48. Okay. And the Arizona Residents team is catching up on us a little bit. Don't know if I'm a fan of that. Oh. You just saw my little thing there. I got a bill for my dog, and they said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna waive a certain balance." And then I got a bill today sent to me that I owe $500 more than the bill was. It was like, where did this extra $500 come from? I don't understand. Like, part of this doesn't make sense. Like, I originally owed $900, but now it's saying that I owe $1,000. And I've paid $400. It's like, where did my money go? It's like, how do I owe more money now since I've actually paid half of it off? and they're now sending me back a response like, oh yeah, we screwed up. You only owe us $400. Please check the oh yeah, I guess I should actually set up a line, save. Is our sim? No, now I'm all screwed. Hey, we won. Boom, 2-1. Perfect. A dog ate something he wasn't supposed to, so we had to have major surgery done. Had to have him all sliced open and all that stuff. Ended up costing us $2,000 or something like that. That went in my... No. Yeah. They're like, oh, and then we also charge you $21 in interest, though we never told you about it. Turns out a good reason. Diagnosis. Oh no, we lost someone. Oh, it was one of our good players too. So it looks like I owe $585. Okay, yeah. So it's the proper amount. Okay. Oh, now I'm totally lost track. This is the reason why you shouldn't get a pet. Pets are expensive. Like, we very rarely do these things. So then we don't really deal with numbers this high. It's like, well, have you learned about a thing called, I don't know, math? We don't math well. Poop. Okay, it's not one of our players. We're good. And I'll respond to that later. Because it's like there's a $900 bill, and all of a sudden I get a bill in the mail, and it's like, hey, you owe over $1,000. It's like, wait a minute, I paid half of it like 2 weeks ago. Like, where all of a sudden is it when you pay a bill's due at the end of the month and you pay half of it then, and you pay half of it a couple of weeks later? How all of a sudden do I owe an extra like $500-600? Like, what's going on? They sent me back a thing. Yeah, we don't math well. Hey, 3 more games left. Let's get these games done. That 3-2 win. Are we catching up? No. We're still 5 points behind 4th. I don't think we're going to catch 4th place, to be honest with you. I think we're pretty good in 5th place at this point. We're going to end up playing probably the 4th place team, if not the first. Yeah, because 1st place 8th, 2nd is 7th, 3rd is 6th, and then 4th place 5th. If it's like the old ways of doing the stuff here. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. Not too worried about that either. And just saying he's almost good to go. Come on, can we just get ourselves to the next thing here? So the game does penalize you if you do that do not disturb and just play the games, right? So we're gonna make sure we don't do that. I'm also gonna make sure that I don't knock my 360 controller all over the floor again. I got a charger for it, but it's like a made in China one, so it's like really finicky and it's a couple years old. So long story short, I think it's broken. And by broken I mean I used it and now it doesn't work. Okay, so you are completely good to go. So let's bring you back into our... Wait, how did it say you're completely... Oh, did someone hurt themselves while they were interesting. Okay. I wonder what league I should play in when we finish up next season. Well, I'm gonna have to see who offers me a job, right? Whoever offers me the job, and then we'll go to that league. As long as the league does have good contracts, 4-2 win. Look at that. We're ending the season on a high point, which is always very good, right? We're winning. Even if we lose our last game of the season, which is the next game, no worries. We're going into a high point, which is always a good thing. Went up 2-0. They tied it 2-2, and then we went up 4-2. Good, very good. Ooh. The Métis League. What is the Métis League? There's players signed for 3 years right there. Métis. Ooh, it's in Finland too. By Liki Lapia. So oh, let's look at the rules here. So one team does get regulated. No trade deadline. No salary cap. No salary floor. There's 50 games. Minimum age of players is 16. Minimum salary is $2,000. Total of 12 teams. 21 players. What's the international player limit? No draft. No second draft. Buy it during regular season, yes. Entry level contracts, no. So I would like it if it said here if there was a limit to the contracts. Like, can you only sign players to 1-year contracts, 2-year contracts, 3-year contracts? League rules. Playdowns, yes. Injury reserve. Max foreign players, 5. Whoa. We have a really good goalie. If I were to go to the team. How's the depth? There's a lot of Finnish players on this team. Leaky. Whoops. Where are they sitting at this point in the season, though? Second last. I still have one more year left on this contract, so the question is, do we take the deal and move on? Or, I mean, we've only got what? How many games left? We got one game left. So let's play this game and let's think about it. Because the negotiation isn't even a negotiation, right? It's just 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. I would prefer there was more of a better negotiation option for a GM. Since, I mean, negotiating with players is always a thing, right? If you able to, be like, well, I want more than... Oh, well, guess what? They removed the contract offer anyways. Never mind. So, whatever. Let's play our last game of the season. And it's a 4-3 win. 4-3 loss. And we lost Michael Handzus again. Well, on the bright side, season's over. So we're just going to hit continue. Okay, so 90 points. We made the playoffs, which is always a good sign. Rest of the season, or rest of the teams will finish up their seasons. And then we should get a quick stop. We should be able to see what's going on for the playoffs. Here we go. Krebs is almost good to go. See, who's this other? Oh, he's actually. Oh, man. You're day to day, so I'm just going to keep you like that because we have nothing right now going on. So in the end, 70 points, as predicted, is what takes to make the playoffs in this league. Okay, no schedule. Is it standings that does it, or is it standings? Yeah. So you go to standings, and then you got to go to playoffs and all that stuff. So we're gonna wait till everything is. But theoretically, we're going to play up against the Czech Motor Company, or the Czech Motor Company, in the playoffs, which tells me I think we have a losing thing with them, but it's the playoffs. You never know, right? I think the Los Angeles Kings, when they won the cup the 1 year there, they were actually in 8th, and holy cramoly. What is this? MVP nominees. Nominees for 3 finalists are Yuri Barlik, Yuri Deberta, and Peter whatever. Goalie of the year, none of ours. Actually, I want to see. Any of these guys are really good, like this guy. We will. Oh, he's already on our short list. Perfect. Any of these guys that are like like that guy. Come on. Oh, you're on my short list already too. You're on my short list too. You're on my short list. Perfect. Yeah, you're okay. Oh, you're on my short list. So that all these guys that are actually good are on my short list already. So there's defensemen, no one on our team. Yeah, see, there's another guy from the these are rookies of the year. GM of the year? Come on. Nope. I am not either of these. Best defensive forward. Sportsmanship of the Year award. Still no one from our team. Dedication award. Okay, looks like a lot of good players already. Leadership award. No one on our team again. What a shocker there. Player MVP awards. WS Best Coach. Nobody from us. And that's just saying our guy's almost 100%. So we go to standings. What's schedule? Nope. You still won't tell. Oh, hey, I can go to events. Playoffs start on February 26th. Oh, they start today. What's Swedish hockey games? Eh. And then, then regulations on the 15th. If we have to go down to regulation. I like that. So these are our big things that are important. Boom and boom. But we don't have to worry about regulations, so we're just going to hit continue. Because I think we're playing the Czech Motor Company. Unless we had to play in the weird playoffs to possibly make the playoffs, even then, you didn't make the playoffs that the French league had, which was really weird. Or it was like the bottom 8 teams played the regulation. It's like, so even though you made the playoffs, you could still, if you lose all your regulation games, you could get regulated even though you actually did good during the season. Never understood that playoffs in the... Here we go. You're back in. Development report. Good to go there. Yeah. Alright, so I have all these guys that are saying they're on my short list, but when I go to my short list, it's empty. Why? Yeah, my short list, I think it might be broken. There we go. So these are the pre-playoffs. We're not in these. These are the teams that are... So there's playoffs and then pre-playoffs. BNJ... what? So HK Sorek Solavik. That's there. Is HC Standallion there? No. And it's a best of 5. LTM, what's UST? Slovian Unstlabium. What's these guys? HK. So it's 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th. What are these guys playing for? Because HC Benenki would be this team here. Oh, it is. Okay, so this is weird, but 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th are all playing in a pre-playoff playoff. So theoretically, 9th and 10th can still make the playoffs if they beat 7th and 8th. Like, how weird is that? I think. I don't know. Like, this whole pre... Yeah, these two teams, yeah. So, 6, 7, 8... Oh, wait. Standings. League. So, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th all get to do a playoff to make the playoffs. And then 11, 12, 13, and 14 have to do regulation. So, okay. I think I understand what this league is about. So we continue out past this, and it will tell us what two teams, I think, of those two teams. Yeah, so basically it'll tell us of these two leagues, these two teams, which ones advance to the playoffs. I have no idea. So if it's first to sixth, I think, yeah, I have no idea how this is calculated. This league is just weird. It's just like the French league, where there's playoffs to make the playoffs if you don't make the playoffs, but you can make the playoffs. If you make the playoffs and you're the bottom two in the playoffs, you don't make the playoffs if you lose to a team that didn't make the playoffs that won the playoff tournament for the playoffs. Yeah, that hurt my brain. So for pre-playoffs, B&J, which is the 6th place team, plays SK. So if I go standings and go to league, SK plays HC, then because Labum should be playing Stadium. Staten, Labum. Okay, yeah. So the way this works is 7th plays 10th, 8th plays 9th, and the winner of this series and this series go on to make the playoffs. So you still have a chance, even if you finish 10th, to make the playoffs. Which means the only guarantee you have of making the playoffs in this league is if you get 80 plus points. Because if you are in 10th to 7th, you can still lose your best of 5 series and still not make the playoffs. Even though you technically made the playoffs. And right now, it looks like both teams that are in the playoffs are going to win. We'll have to see how that works. Brr. European leagues sometimes hurt my head. Because right now, then, I might be playing... Oh, jeez. So if it's 1 to 6... Oh, okay, hold on. So then, for the regular playoffs, is it then we're playing number 2? Or are we waiting to find out who's going to be 7th and 8th? And then they slot in and then we play them. I honestly never understand this whole playoffs to the playoffs in some European leagues. Like, it's like, hey, you didn't make the playoffs, but okay, so HC Bernacki or whatever it is, they're in. They're the ones that finished 7th, if I'm not mistaken, right? Okay, and then if the Stadium beats Slavic, they're in. So, when Staten wins their game, if they win, then they're in, and it stays per order anyways. So I'm thinking what the... Okay, so I think... the way this works is first plays whoever is the lowest place team between 7th and 10th. That wins the playoffs to be the playoffs. Second plays the second last team. That's from 7th to 10th. That made the playoffs via the playoffs. And then third plays 6th. Fourth plays 5th. This is so convoluted and complicated. My head hurts. It's like consolation prize. If you're 10th, you still can make the playoffs technically. As long as you win your best of 5. Which, oh my gosh. So 10th place here could make the playoffs if they win the next game. Which is right here. So Station wins. They go on. And they did. 10th place made the playoffs. So Station should theoretically... Yeah, so we're still playing Sebestzky. So Station should now be playing the first place team because they're 10th. But because they won their playoffs to make the playoffs, if I go to standings, wait, LTM, wait. Oh, wait, no, Station was, yeah, never mind. Station was 8th. Okay, yeah. So Station should play Prague, right? Which is right. Yeah, so Station, yeah, is playing Prague. Okay, yeah, we're good. So I was wrong. I had the wrong team winning. So we're playing. Because we're. So it's first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth. So we're playing against the Czech Motor Company, which was expected. If I bring up our record here, so we lost 4 games to them, 1 in overtime or a shootout, and 3 during regulation. How well are we gonna do? Tune into the next episode and find out if we get knocked out in the first round, and if we do, how badly. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.